Hello YouTube, welcome to this channel again. Today we're gonna talk about strange old photos. So let's begin.
Where's your emergency?
I just killed my mom and my sister.
These following photos found on the internet are mysterious and appeared as enigmas, or just a little bit funny and weird. The woman who went over Niagara Falls. It's the story of a woman named Annie Edson Taylor. On October 24, 1901, her 63rd birthday, she became the first person who went over Niagara Falls in a barrel and survived. She performed the stunt in hopes that it would bring money with public appearances, but her manager made off with the barrel, which is the key of her appearances, so she never really earned. Operation Baby Lift. During the final stages of the Vietnam War in 1975, the President Ford orders the mass evacuation of Vietnamese orphans from Saigon. This operation saved more than 3,000 orphans. Mummies for sale. This photo shows a street vendor selling mummies right outside the Egyptian pyramids in 1865. Graveyards of a couple. In the late 1800s, the tensions between Catholic and Protestants were high in the Netherlands. A Catholic woman and her Protestant husband were buried in different cemeteries due to their religion. This couple found a way to stay together after death by having their graves straddle the wall separating their cemeteries. Hard drives transported by plane. Computers took so much space before. The first IBM machines were essentially rooms unto themselves. This photo shows how large a memory used to be. The staff load a mere 5 megabytes of memory into a Pan Am aircraft in 1956. World War I sound finders. Called sound finders, these World War I soldiers were tasked with identifying where exactly enemy planes were approaching from. It's unclear how these primitive contraptions were, but all the armies on the both sides used these devices. Buzz Aldrin's space selfie. NASA astronaut Buzz Aldrin took the first space selfie in history, long before smartphones, social media, or even the term selfie ever existed. Captured in 1966, this photo was taken during the Gemini 12 mission, Aldrin's first space excursion. 3 years later, during the Apollo 11 mission, he would become the second person in history to walk on the moon. Motorized roller skates. At Sunoco station in Hartford, Connecticut, salesman Mike Dreschler shows up with his motorized roller skates. It's produced by the Motorized Roller Skate Company of Detroit in 1956. These skates were sold for $250 and reached speeds of 17 miles per hour. The skates weighed a whopping 19 pounds. While these factors prevented the skates from ever truly taking off, perhaps their most glaring failure was their lack of brakes. Turkey's junk baskets. During the 1960s, many bars in Turkey employed basket men called kufeci to transport inebriated ruffians home if they were too drunk to stand. The regional saying "köfelek olmak" or needing to be carried home in a basket is still used to this day. The Cooper falling body. In the middle of 1950, the Cooper family bought an old house in Texas and moved into it. On their first night in the house, the father took a photograph of the family to commemorate the event. Posed at the dining room table were Mr. Cooper's wife, their two young sons, and his mother. When the picture was developed, it shows what looked like a body hanging from the ceiling. So it's the end of the video. I hope you liked it and tell me in the comment what you think about it. So I'll see you next week for a new video. Goodbye.